Hey, DiIvory Edgecomb, back at you with another call of the day. And today, this one's going to be called Throwing Rocks. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is DiIvory Edgecomb. I'm an Amazon best-selling author of the book Bridging the Gaps, a book to help you bridge your gaps between your successes and your failures. I'm also an entrepreneur and a marketer, and I bring you this series to help bridge the world relative gaps, put it that way, of business and personal, because we all deal with the same things, just in different avenues, and you are not the only person going through it. So let's get into this story for today of throwing rocks. Now, got to give you the disclaimer. The event is based on a real event. If I say any names or anything, it is not the real people. It is just made up or portrayed, and that's pretty much it. All right, for this story, throwing rocks. Got a call about, well, we were busy today, like very, very busy. This call came in the morning time. We wasn't actually able to get to the call until afternoon. Now that just shows how busy we were and how minor of the call it was. It wasn't like a real priority call, but the person kept coming back, well, kept calling back. Now, by the time I actually got the call, obviously the people were gone. Basically, there was a guy who called about some kids that's throwing rocks at his window. When I got there, there wasn't even a rock. It was a coconut. Didn't do any damage to the window, but the guy was very, very distraught. Now, I called him on the phone. He insisted that I actually come out there to speak to him. Typically, when that happens, people want to get their point across. Don't we all, right? So I actually go and talk to this guy, and he is fired up. I asked him first, when did this happen? He told me the morning time. Now, mind you, I said this is close to afternoon, after lunchtime by the time I got there. Still fired up about an event that happened in the morning. Now, first off, I asked him, was he working? Does he work from home? What does he do? The guy basically says that, he stays home all day. Okay, well, since he stays home all day, if this event happened in the morning time when kids are supposed to be in school, and you're still fired up at the end of the day, my question is why? Why is he holding on to something like this? So, further asking him of questions, alluding to his story, he finally tells me that a neighbor of his apparently can't parent. So, the kids are supposed to be in school, the parents apparently don't care. The kids skip school, come back, hang out around the house when the parents are gone. This guy tells the parents, and the parents get mad defending their child. Parenting, that's good, okay. You're defending your kid. But at the same sense, I don't know this guy, and there's always two sides to every story, so he's not telling his side of the story, which I'd want to talk to the parents, because why aren't the parents listening to him when it's in regards to their kid? If someone told me anything about my kids I would want to know, then I would investigate it for myself. But it's another conversation, because I actually came up with a program called the Legacy Upcycle for things like that, because I see too much on this job. Now, this guy, once I finally got him to calm down, I really asked him, like, why is he holding on to this? There are numerous things that needs to happen in this. People look at the police like we're the ultimate problem solver. We come and do things, kick people out when they have a right to be there, like all kinds of things. So basically, I pointed out the proper way for him to handle things, talk to his association, talk to his property management. It's a lot of other things that needs to go on from a real estate perspective, which I know, being a real estate broker, that he didn't know and nobody has told him. But what they say, just call the cops. Cops to take care of it. Well, couldn't take care of it in this instant, unfortunately. The kids wasn't there, the parents wasn't there to talk to him, give the guy a little bit of sense of something. But what is it that you might be holding on to in this type of scenario that you just won't let go? Is it that neighbor for you? Is it that person at your job? Is it, it could be anything. I don't know. This is why I do this series, because something like this can relate to a lot of facets in your life, and that's what I want you to understand. He's holding on to something so small and so minor, which is somebody else's problem at the end of the day. But he's making such a big deal that he's causing so much attention that these kids are now apparently directing their energy, they're channeling their energy and their focus on him to mess with him. As he's explaining this, another neighbor walks up and she was like, yeah, they used to mess with me too. So I asked her, I said, why did they stop? And she said she stopped paying attention to them and she started doing her own thing. They left her alone. Well, the guy wouldn't leave it alone, and he missed that that little minute thing that she just said that could have, changed his little perspective of what's going on and maybe helped him out. He still missed it. He was fighting for her, and then he's fighting for the people upstairs, and then he's fighting for everybody else when he's the only one that's calling. And I looked up the previous calls. He's always been the one that was calling, and that neighbor was right. She actually did call before, and then she stopped. So that's another lesson for you. If something's bothering you, if it's a waste of time, don't put your energy to it. Put your energy to something else and put your attention to something else that's going to better help you to do whatever it is that you need to do. We only have one life to live, people. We don't have an abundance of energy in a day. So you might want to put your energy to something that is going to better help your time and be a better use of your time and get you better results than worrying about some kids who are not yours and that you can't parent at the end of the day and you can't control their actions. So think about that. How does that relate to you? Tell me. Let me know in the comments. Like I asked before, comment at the bottom, tag another cop who probably has some stories like this as well. And start some real good engagement. Look forward to the comments. I'll definitely be writing back, and I hope to better this for you. Let me know what you guys like, don't like, and how to make this better for you. This is DiIvory Edgecomb. Look forward to another one, and thank you for watching.